What is up, everyone? I wanted to talk about my experiences flying overseas during coronavirus. Coronavirus is big and scary, we can all agree. Big, bad, terrible thing, tremendously awful, horrible thing. We all know that.
And everybody here knows that.
So I wanted to talk about what it was like to travel overseas during this pandemic. So last week I flew from Los Angeles to the United Kingdom to not only visit my fiance, but marry my fiance.
Marriage.
Something we had planned in the works and spent a lot of money on, and we were going to make happen. So how was it traveling overseas during the world's worst pandemic? What type of crazy circumstances did I endure to get to my location? And the answer to that is not really anything. That's right. In fact, I think I prefer to travel this way over how we normally do it. So hear me out. I was on 2 planes to my destination. One from Colorado to Los Angeles and one from Los Angeles to England. On both of these flights, I had an entire row in the plane completely to myself. That is a dream come true. Because of social distancing, they had to do it this way. So yeah, I got a whole row to myself. You have to wear a mask the entire flight. Actually, you have to wear a mask the whole time you're in the airport. Didn't bother me. I wear a mask every day, 12 hours, anywhere from 8 to 12 hours for my shifts at work. I'm not bothered by wearing a mask. I don't know why people are. Masks are helpful, otherwise people wouldn't wear them at hospitals and different things like that. So yeah, I had no problem with the mask. The travel was easy. All the social distancing rules are in place. I actually felt safer while traveling overseas than I do just living where I was living, or just even being here in the UK. Because when you're on a plane, it's you follow these rules or you don't fly. Where in the UK and the US, everything is kind of suggestive for the most part. They don't really force you to wear a mask out on the street or anything like that. So the one big bummer is because I'm flying from the United States over, I have to quarantine for 14 days. And I'm currently 4 days into this terrible quarantine, and I gotta tell you what, it has been a rough time figuring out what to do during this quarantine. I have no idea how to keep myself busy. It's awful. I have no schedule, no job to go to. I have no responsibilities for 14 days. I just have to stay in my house and not do anything. It's awful. I tell you what, guys, it's the worst thing I've ever been through. Yeah, so I've been watching tons of World War II documentaries. I've been playing tons of video games. I've been exercising, doing indoor exercises. I have social distance dates with my fiance. Literally she sits outside my door and I sit in the hallway in the door, and we sit a good 6 to 8 feet apart and just chat with each other. So it's actually not that bad. I understand why they're doing it, to keep their people in their country safe, and I am glad to do my part. So thank you to the United Kingdom for letting me in your country. And only requiring that I quarantine for 14 days. Nobody has come and checked on me. Hey, you quarantining? Nobody's knocked on my door. You quarantining? Nobody's done that. I've been completely fine.
I'm fine.
So anyways, that was my experience traveling overseas during coronavirus. And something else I've been doing with my free time, by the way, is studying Japanese. I have been studying Japanese for about 2 months, and this is not a sponsor because I'm not some big YouTuber who can do that right now, but I use a website called italki.com, and I have an amazing Japanese tutor named Ken, and we do a tutor lesson every week, and I gotta tell you, it's a lot of fun learning a language. And that's really a great way to pass the time if you're stuck in a situation like I am, where you're forced to quarantine. So with that, thanks for watching. I hope that this is some help to you if you want to travel overseas, just to know that your whole life is not going to end, and it's actually pretty easy to do. Just be safe. Be safe. Don't travel unless you have legitimate reasons to. Just take care of yourself out there.